Sangeeta Priya, what is your roll number? There are two Sangeeta Priya here. Sangeeta Priya, yes. So you all know that the college is starting from July 1st, the next semester.
Really, ma'am?
Yeah, you are not aware of that?
No, ma'am, we didn't get any
You will
information.
not be coming to college.
Okay.
Online classes will continue like last time you had. Same way. Yesterday, I think they decided, and this morning we had a meeting regarding this.
Oh, is it for 6th sem or 7th sem, ma'am?
Seventh month, the next class. You will be
Or
going
next semester?
next semester, yeah.
Oh. What about the exams? They will be conducting or not?
Exam as whenever this university says they are going to conduct accordingly.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Mm.
So that is not related to this. This class will be started now. Because of that, we cannot delay this classes, right?
Yes,
It will be
ma'am.
online class
Okay, ma'am.
through Moodle and Zoom.
So for the previous sem, we selected our staff, no, ma'am. For this sem, they will be allotting some specific, right?
I think certain cases you will be selecting the staff, and certain cases they will be allotting.
Okay.
That is what was discussed today. Okay, it's like electives. I think you will be choosing the faculty. It is
We didn't
almost
get.
like last time what you had. Last time also you didn't select some of them, right? It was like
No,
mandatory.
ma'am. Almost everyone we selected. Only due to roll off, they moved us to other class. In
Maybe
rare cases.
it may be in the same way now.
Okay.
Because for my training part, I asked and they said like it will be on choice based.
Mm.
Like students have to select. Okay.
Yes,
And I don't know about the subjects.
ma'am.
Elective part will be same.
Okay.
I think subject also is the same only. You will be like it will not be different from the last time whatever you had done. It's going to be the same one.
Okay.
Most probably. Ranjit. Ranjit, what is your roll number? Is it 238? Write down your registration number in the chat box. Srilata. Srilata roll number?
207, ma'am.
I'll get the PS. Okay. It's only 12:55. By 1:05, I'll start the class. Till then, let them enter.
Okay.
I think there is only one puja in your class. Puja Bharati. Sri Lata. Sri Lata, what is your roll number?
207, ma'am.
It's the same person.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Sangeeta Priya, Pooja. Is Pooja the same person as Pooja Bharti?
No, ma'am, she is different. Pooja Bhati is different and KS Pooja is different.
KS Pooja, what is the roll number?
220, ma'am.
So it's not Pooja Bharti. I marked as Pooja Bharti. Of course, one more Pooja is there. Pooja Nagraj.
Ma'am, Pooja N221, ma'am.
Maniganda. Maniganda, what's the roll number? If any one of you know, you can just tell that. Is it Manikandeshwar? 231?
Yes, ma'am.
Reshma. Sangeeta Priya. Om Prakash. Karthik Raj. Karthik Raj, what's the roll number? Karthik Raj?
235, ma'am, rule number.
235. Great. Your name is not here. I think it's missing. It's 230. Okay, down it is it. 235. And there's
Yes.
one more person who entered now. After Karthik Raj. Who entered just now?
199, ma'am.
199. 199 is Balaji Sai. Am I right?
No, ma'am. Om Prakash.
Oh, I'm sorry. 1 minute. Om Prakash. Sadhna. Before Sadhna, one more person entered. Reshma. Yeah, put your roll numbers in the chat box, please. Pooja A. Oh my god, there are 4 Pooja in your class. Great. Ranjit. Are there 2 Ranjit in your class? Already one Ranjit entered. Pooja Reddy. Pujita Reddy. Okay. Sandhya. Giri Priya. What is Giri Priya's roll number? Giri Priya Padma Shri. Giri Priya, what is your roll number? 214. Yeah, I got it. 214, ma'am. Yeah, I got it. Padma Shri. Venkatesh.
202, ma'am.
202. Venkatesh. Some of you I could not mark. The late entry, the whoever came just now, some 5 minutes before, please.
Ma'am, 208, ma'am.
208.
249, ma'am.
208.
Yes, ma'am.
The next one is
249.
223, ma'am.
Sadhana given. 223. Monica Shetty. What is her number? Monica's next one, 225. Okay, fine. Any other?
217.
238.
217.
238.
238.
Yeah, 238. Then 230.
217.
I hope so. Everybody entered. Or again, Pavitra.
246, ma'am.
Pavitra is 215, right?
213, ma'am.
Now, 1 minute. Somebody said 236. What is the
246, ma'am.
Okay, 240. Because 236 is not there.
254, ma'am. 213, Sai Monica, ma'am.
1 minute. 2?
13, 1. 254, Sandhya A, ma'am.
2?
54, Sandhya.
Yeah, Sandhya had taken yours.
Ma'am, 219 Pooja.
219. Pooja already taken. Okay.
Okay.
I'll just read it once.
Ma'am, 212.
244.
212, ma'am.
Rohit. 2 and 2.
Rohit.
215.
I'll do one thing. I'll read out. You please tell me. Okay. Too much of noise.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
192. Present, correct? 193. Nisha Banu. Nisha Banu not present. Nitish Kumar. 194. 195. Nitish Kumar M. Nitish Kumar J is there. Nitish Kumar M is there. I think both of them are not present. Giri Priya left. Why? Then 196. Niveda.
Present, ma'am.
Present. Yeah, I have taken that. 197. Bhavani.
Present, ma'am. Present, ma'am.
Okay. 198. Mohan Krishna. 199. Om Prakash.
Present, ma'am.
Present. 200. Shanmugha Shrikant. Not present. 201. 202. Shri.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. 203. Pallava Dilip Kumar. Not present. 204. Dilip Kumar. 205. Vijay Kumar. 206. Manoj Kumar. 207. Srilata.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, she is present. 208. Venkata.
Vichaya, ma'am. Then, ma'am.
Present. 209. Pavitra. 210. Balaji Sai. 211. Bhavya. Is Bhavya present? No. 212. Venkata Rohit. Present.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. 213. Sai Monica. Present.
Present, ma'am.
214. Giri Priya. Present. 215. Pavita. Present.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. 216.
Venkatesh, ma'am.
Venkatesh present. Okay.
Ma'am, present, ma'am.
70.
I'm present, ma'am. 217. P. Naveen.
1 minute. There is one more person entered now. Nitish Kumar, J or M? The one who entered now. 194 or 195 roll number? The one who entered now is 194 or 195? Then next is 218, Sai Krishna. Then all pujas present. I don't want to read that. How about Pooja Bharati? Pooja Bharati? She is not there. Then Monica. Monica? Monica not present. Okay. 226. Praveen V. 227. Praveena.
Present, ma'am.
Present. Okay. 228. Pratish Samuel. Not present. Not present. No. Then comes 229. Rajesh. Rajesh. Yeah, he's there. Okay, fine. Then next is 230. Pushpanjali.
Ma'am, 229, Rajesh.
Yeah, I take it. 230. Pushpanjali. 231.
Present, ma'am.
Present. Manikanteshwar. Yeah, present. 232.
Present, ma'am.
Present. 233. Rahul.
Present, ma'am.
Rajesh Kumar. 234. Ramya. 237. Ranjit present. Then 239. Then 230. Nitin Kumar. I don't know. 239. Rabada Vuday Kiran. Not present. 243. 243. Ranjit. Present. Okay, fine. 244. Renuka Devi. Just no she ended. Yeah. 245. Reshma present. Ritika present. Rohit J. 247. 247. Rohit J. Not there.
Present, ma'am.
Present. Okay, fine. 248. 248.
Present, ma'am.
Good. Then,
Present, ma'am.
then
248 present, ma'am.
248 present. 249. Sadhana present. Sangeeta Priya. Sangeeta present. Sanjay. J.S. Sanjay. Sanjay is not present. Raju Venkata Karthik Reddy. Present.
Present, ma'am.
Yeah. Reddy Lokesh. Not present. Sisintri Naidu. Not present. Sanjay E. Sanjay E.
Not present, ma'am.
Not present. Sandhya present. Okay, fine. That's all. Thank you so much. I think this is easier way to take the attendance.
194 present, ma'am.
194.
Yes, ma'am.
204 present, ma'am.
Nitish Kumar. 194
Yes, ma'am.
present. Who
Yes,
else
ma'am.
is present? Let's
204, ma'am.
204. Nitin Kumar.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Anyone else which I missed?
Ma'am, 217, ma'am.
217. Naveen. You are already
Yes,
given.
ma'am.
Already given.
Okay. Okay.
Find it. So we'll start the class now.
Okay, ma'am.
Can you see the board?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I think this is a problem we have to start with. Let me go for the previous one. This is, I don't know. This I think I completed last class. Just tell me. I'm sorry to say I'm taking different class. I'm not noting down where I'm just leaving this. I think this is the one which we did in detail. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am.
I think this is the one which we did in detail, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Then next one. Now, who's a new person entering? Ramya Ria. Ramya Ria. Preeti Samuel. Ramya Ria, Preeti Samuel, please put your registration number in the chat box. Okay, this one is very easy. I don't want to do it. Do you want me to do this? Okay, I'll just finish up in 2 minutes. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please tell me. I want you to help me in doing this problem. Please tell me what is to be done here. First thing is write down the formula. What is asked? He covers a distance of 480 meters in. So time is asked. So what is the formula for the speed? Speed is equal to
Distance by time.
time. Therefore, time is equal to, I think somebody's voice is disturbing. Maybe you can put it in mute. When you want to answer, you can answer. Yeah, this person, I identified this. Who is this? Rohit Rahul. Rohit Rahul. When you're answering, you please unmute and then answer. Otherwise, keep it in mute because yours is only disturbing.
Okay.
Yeah. So the distance is given as 480. And what is the speed given? Speed is given as 48, but this is given in terms of meters. Therefore, you have to convert this into meters. So 1 kilometers per hour can be written as how much? 5 by 18 meters per second. I hope so everybody knows this. I don't have to explain this. So when I say 48 kilometers, if you're converting that into meters per second, just multiply this into 5 by 18. This is going to be meters per second, and this is already in terms of meters. So the meter and meter also will get cancelled. The down, whatever you have, will go up. So therefore, you have this 480s divided by 48 into 5, and this 18 also will go up. Sorry, I forgot to write that. So now tell me what is the answer. This will go 10 times, and 5 and 10 will go 2 times. 2 into 18 is 36, and S is already there. So it is 36 seconds. So there is nothing much to explain in this. So I'll go to the next problem. If you say yes only, I'll go to the next problem.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Next one. Tell me the answer first. Hello. One of you tell me the answer. The latecomers, who both, 2 persons who came late, Pratish and I forgot the other person.
300.
Pratish and
Ramya Ria.
okay, roll number.
228 and 237.
Good. And now you will tell me the answer for this one. 228, Pratish, Simon. Tell me the answer for this one.
Yes, ma'am.
It's quite simple, right? Yeah. Tell me.
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Tell me, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. I have submitted videos till yesterday.
Yeah, I'm in the class. Yeah. Enter that before 3. Sorry, ma'am. Okay, bye. Hello. Hello. What is the answer?
The man said 300.
How are you getting that? 5 by 21.
5 by 21. 0.23.
That's very simple. I don't have to explain anything. Go to the next problem. This is not that easy. I want somebody who is volunteering this. Who will do this problem? 1 or 2 people or 3? Who is going to join doing this problem? I want you to help doing this problem. I'm not able to put straight line. Yeah, one of you please tell me. Manoj Kumar. So Manoj Kumar will be helping now. Along with Manoj Kumar, someone else also can just start. See, if you interact only, I can explain. Otherwise, I will not know where you stand. I keep telling this and then I'll just go away. That's all. So A and B. Manoj Kumar? Manoj? Yes, ma'am. Start telling this how to do this problem. Good. And others also. Any other girl? There are many pujas. One of the pujas, please tell me. Just start with this. I just want the details to be filled, ma'am. For everything, I need your help. See, you know that there is a distance AB, right? And in A, who is starting from A? Who is starting from A?
Lisa.
Lisa is starting from A. Who is starting from B?
Linda.
Okay, that I'll write later. First, I'll write this alone. Lisa is starting at what time? Puja, any one of the pujas, please tell me. I think I should be specific. Puja S. Read the problem and tell me, Puja, sorry, Lisa is starting.
ma'am.
Good, 7 a.m. And what time the person is reaching to the point B?
11 a.m.
11 a.m. Good. And now next person, I want somebody else to answer this. Who is starting from here? Linda. I'll write it here. Linda is going to start from here. What time the Linda is starting?
8 a.m.
Yeah, please tell. Whoever knows, please tell that. I want everybody to interact. I can't see anybody from here because I'm in the board. I'm just seeing the board and writing this. So I don't know who is answering, but please keep answering. 8 a.m. What time he reaches? She reaches here.
1 p.m. ma'am.
1 p.m. Okay, fine. So these are the basic data what is given. So whenever the problem is given, first thing is write down the data. You will get the answer easily. So what is the time taken by Linda to travel this distance? Sorry, Lisa. First to tell Lisa. What is the time taken by Lisa?
4 hours.
4 hours. Good. What is the time taken by Linda?
5 hours.
5 hours. Okay. So these are the only data given. Only you are asked to find out when do they meet. Other than that, nothing else is given. So for the given data, what you can find out? With the given data, what can you find out? Lisa and Linda, there are two things given here. What is it? The time is given here. The duration. What is the duration taken by Lisa? 4 hours. What is the duration taken by Linda? Sorry, I keep forgetting this. 5. Right. So this is a time given. 4 hours and 5 hours. Right. So what is the ratio of the duration?
4:5.
4:5. So now from this, what else you can find out? You only have this data. What else you can find out from this? Who is faster here?
Lisa.
Lisa is faster. So now you can also find out the speed ratio, right? Because you yourself telling that Lisa is faster than Linda. How do you say that? Because she's taking lesser time compared to Linda. So the time and speed are inversely proportional to each other. They are not directly proportional, they are inversely proportional, right? So when they are inversely proportional, when you say that time ratio is 4:5, what will be the ratio of the speed?
5:4.
5:4. What, Pooja? Pooja K? Hello? I want everyone to participate in this, please. So it's easy, right? So I have taken the time ratio which is given in the problem. Based on that, I can say for generally another thing which you have to understand is these ratios whenever we are taking, this is only possible when they both are traveling the same distance. One person travels one particular distance, another person travels another particular distance, then you cannot take their ratios. Only when something is constant, we go for this. Uday Kiran. So Uday Kiran is going to tell now. So what will he write for this Lisa and Linda here? Uday Kiran, what is the roll number? Uday Kiran? If someone else knows also, please tell that. What is Uday Kiran's roll number?
239.
Good. Okay. So now, what is the ratio of the speed here? What you should write here? Anyone who is there, anyone who has understood, please tell. I'm not going to ask.
5, ma'am.
5 and
5.
4. Right. So we have taken this in terms of hours, right? That's not taken, it is given. They given this in terms of hours. So how do you take speed, in which unit will you take? Because it is given in hours. This is only our assumption. Let us consider now. See, now normally for the percentage problem, time and distance problem, time and work problem, all this we will be using some kind of a imaginary number to do the problem easily. Something which you are going to assume so that the problem becomes easier. So here what you are going to do is, we are going to take this 5 and 4, 5 kilometers per hour, 4 kilometers per hour as a speed, which is not given here, but we are assuming that let the speed be 5 kilometers and 4 kilometers respectively, because it's only the ratio. You can also go for 10 kilometers and 8 kilometers, or 50 kilometers and 40 kilometers. Nothing wrong. To make it simple, I'm taking as 5 kilometers and 4 kilometers. Okay. So now that you know that Lisa is going to travel at 5 kilometers per hour speed and Linda is going to travel at 4 kilometers per hour speed. Okay. Now you have to fix the distance between A and B. That is also again imaginary. What is the distance you are going to assume for that from A to B? What distance you can assume now? Anyone? What is the distance you are going to assume from A to B?
20.
Why 20? You said 20, good, I appreciate that. That's correct.
LCM
Yeah.
of 4 and 5.
Good. That is nothing but LCM of the data. The given data are these two. So just consider these two and take the LCM of 5 and 4. That is nothing but 20. So let that be the distance between A and B. Why we are taking this 20 is because when you take the time is nothing but distance with speed. So when you say 20 by 4 or 20 by 5, sorry, speed, this way. 20 by 5 or 20 by 4, you're going to get integer as a value. That's only one reason why we are taking 20. Okay. Instead of 20, you can take 40 also. It doesn't matter. And now, you have taken this. I have given you the data. You developed the data from here. Like 4 hours and 5 hours only was given. Now we had taken the two speeds as 5 and 4. And we had taken the distance also. Now can you find out when they meet? Now is it? No, I want the procedure. I want the procedure. What exactly you're going to do? Because there are many of you like maybe seeing for the first time or not seeing, so they have to understand that. So direct answer even I can give, right? So please tell me the procedure. How you yeah.
Ma'am. First Lisa travels 1 hour, ma'am.
Yeah, then
From 8 a.m. both start traveling.
from 8 a.m. Who is speaking now?
Both will travel.
Good.
Manoj,
Okay,
ma'am.
fine. From 8 a.m. both are traveling.
Ma'am, for 7 to
Yeah.
for 7 to 8, Lisa travels 5
Okay.
kilometers, ma'am. At 8 o'clock, both will travel, no, ma'am. Lisa travel 5 kilometers and Linda travel 4 kilometers, ma'am. It will complete 14
Very
kilometers,
good.
ma'am.
Yeah. After that.
And again they will start traveling, means in half an hour they will travel, ma'am.
So what's the total duration taken?
Ma'am, it takes 9:40, ma'am.
No, ma, how do you calculate? You said, say, first you are saying you bring Lisa to 8. Okay, fine. I'm bringing Lisa to 8. Let me use black color. So Lisa, you're bringing it to 8 o'clock here. 8 a.m. There. After
Yes,
that,
ma'am. 5
then you are
kilometers.
considering, that is 5 kilometers already covered here. Then you are taking up to 9. Correct? That's what you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Up to
Again-
9.
Again 5 kilometers.
5 kilometers. So
completed.
same thing here also, 9 you have to bring. Because Linda started at 8 a.m. So 9 means how many kilometers Linda would have covered?
4
4 kilometers. Why 4? Because Linda's speed is 4 kilometers per hour. Then after that, what you should do? You're bringing it to 9:30. Sorry, this is 9 a.m.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then what you should do? So what is the total distance covered so far? At 9 a.m., both together, like 14 kilometers covered. Like 5 already covered by Lisa because she started at 7 a.m. Till 8, when you see she covered so much. When you come to 9 o'clock, another 5 she has covered. Whereas Linda has covered 4. So totally 14 covered. So what's the balance left out? Out of 20 kilometers, 14 is already gone. So remaining is 6 kilometers. Now 6 kilometers means how many will be covered in by both?
40 minutes.
How? We can calculate this. That is, you have to cover this 6 kilometers. Right?
So for 1 hour, 5 kilometers, ma'am.
1 hour, that is nothing but 60 minutes. This is for Lisa. Lisa is going to cover this one. What is it? 5 kilometers. Correct. So 1 minute, if you consider, it's going to be 5 by 60. When you say that 60 minutes is going to be 5 kilometers, 1 minute it is going to be 5 by 60. But how do you guess that it is 40 minutes?
Ma'am, I calculated, ma'am.
But how did you guess it is 40 minutes? It can be 20 minutes also. It can be 10 minutes also.
Ma'am, no, I'll say, ma'am. For 1 hour, 5 kilometers, ma'am. For 10 minutes means 5 by 6 kilometers, ma'am.
So 10 minutes. Okay, 10 minutes is nothing but 5 by 6 kilometers.
Yes, ma'am. And again we consider others distance also, ma'am. For 10 minutes, 4 by 6, ma'am.
That is for the other person, Linda.
Yes, ma'am.
So Linda, I'll put it in red itself. Linda, when you calculate, it's going to be in 60 minutes, it's going to be 4 kilometers. So in 10 minutes, it's going to be 4 by 6 kilometers.
Yes, ma'am. We'll add both, ma'am. In 10 minutes, they will
when you add,
travel 9 by
it's going to be like 9 by 6.
Yes, ma'am.
9 by 6 is 3 by 2.
For 40 minutes, that's 6 by 6, ma'am.
So 1.5 kilometers. So totally you're supposed to calculate good. You're going to calculate balance 6 kilometers to be covered. So what he has done is, what Manoj has done is, he has taken like 60 minutes is going to cover 5. So when I say 1 minute is going to be 5 by 60, or 10 minutes is multiplied into 10. So it's going to be 5 by 6. Similarly, for Linda, in 60 minutes, 4 kilometers. In 10 minutes, is going to be 4 by 6. So when you add these two distance covered by them, that is at 9, 10 when you consider somewhere here, 9, 10 when you consider, this person also 9, 10 if you consider both together. So this is going to be how much? 5 by 6. And this is going to be 4 by 6. So when you add these two, it's going to be 1.5. Like that's what I have calculated, 3 by 2. So 1.5 kilometers is covered by both of them in 10 minutes. So you're supposed to calculate for 6 kilometers. So it is nothing but 4 times of that. So another 4 times means 40 minutes when you consider, like 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 10 minutes. So it is going to be 4 times. So in that way, 40 minutes. So practically whatever you have done is really very good. Thank you so much, Manoj. But there is a formula also we can apply. But this is how you can logically relate it and tell how it is going to be. Okay. Everybody has understood this or not? I'll explain that with the formula also. Hello? If not, I'll explain this again. Hello? Are you all still there or not there? Pooja, Rohit, Sadhana. Don't keep this mic in mute all the time. Okay, unmute and just answer. Ranjit. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, why you people are not answering? Have you understood this or shall I explain this part again?
No, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Everybody understood why we are taking this 40 minutes? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now I just want to explain the same concept, whatever he said. Okay. This is one way of doing it. But when the problem is too big, then every time calculating this may become little tougher. So we'll make it little small, shorter this one. But if at all you forget the formula, this is the best way to find the answer. Okay. The formula is, we are going to use this relative speed formula. That is what he has used already. So what is relative speed formula? Anyone? When do you use relative speed? Hello? Hello? You don't want to answer any of these questions. Hello?
Ma'am?
Yeah, tell me, Reshma? Or any other person?
Did an average same.
Now you are come, see, I want you to interact so that I will know where you stand, then again I can explain according to that. So relative speed formula is to be used because there are two persons traveling. So whenever you come across two persons traveling, you have to immediately jump to this relative speed formula. So what is the relative speed formula? When they move in same direction or when they move in opposite direction. These are the two things which we generally consider. Am I right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then tell me, when they move in same direction, what is the formula? When the two speeds are given as S1 and S2, what do you do when they move in the same direction?
Do we add those speed, ma'am?
It's going to be subtraction. It's not addition.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay.
So when they move in opposite direction,
It will be addition.
it will be addition. So please remember this. And if you want, this can be taught in detail later, not now, because I just want to complete this one. So only thing is, remember that when they move in the same direction, it is always a difference of the two speeds. When they move in opposite direction, it is sum of the two speeds. Now, this Lisa and Linda, are they moving in same direction or opposite direction?
Opposite direction.
Opposite direction. Therefore, we are going to use S1 plus S2, this formula, not S1 minus S2. So when you add these two speeds, whatever you have here, when you add these two, the total speed is nothing but 5 plus 4, 9 kilometers per hour. Okay. So this is one thing which you're going to use in the formula. Other than that, everything is same. Like we don't have to think of something different when the relative speed comes. Only thing is you have to find the time. What is time equal to? Distance by speed. Time only is asked, right? Yeah. Distance by speed. Okay. So you have to just apply this formula. So when you apply this formula, the speed now will be 9 kilometers. That is nothing but S1 plus S2. Okay, 9 kilometers per hour. And what will happen to distance now? What is the distance you're going to have here? There are so many of you are there, at least one of you can answer. Even if it is wrong, doesn't matter. Only when I keep telling the same again and again. Keep making mistakes so that you will correct yourself.
20 plus 20, ma'am.
20 plus 20. Okay. But why do you say it's 20 plus 20? Are they coming and going back again? When you consider the entire distance, okay, good idea at least you have. That is, when you consider the entire distance from here to, that is Lisa is traveling from here to here, that is going to be 20 kilometers, and Linda is going to travel the whole distance, that is going to be 20. So he said 20 plus 20. But the question asks, when do they meet? So you're not going to consider the entire thing. The person A is going to travel from here up to some distance. B is going to travel from here up to some distance. So when you consider these two distance, total is how much? Is it 20 or 40?
20, ma'am.
It's going to be 20, not 40. Hello. Yeah. Number. Anything important? Okay. Yeah. Okay, fine. Okay. So this is something like 20. It's not, as you have judged that is correct because the entire distance is traveled. So it's going to be 20 plus 20, 40. But now that we are only considering the place where they meet. So when they meet, they are not covering the entire distance. A is going to cover a part of it and B is going to cover the part of the other part of this 20. So together it's going to be 20, right? So in that case, it has to be 20. So do you get answer when you put 20 here? I want one of you to correct this. If you put 20 here, is it correct or anything wrong there? Like one person just now suggested 20 plus 20. That is a good idea, but it's only 120. But is it correct? If it is correct, okay. If it is wrong, what is the mistake? Anyone? Guess something. ஒண்ணுமே புரியல அப்புறம் என்னத்தை கெஸ் பண்ண வருது கரெக்ட் யாருக்கா புரிஞ்சுதா மனோஜ்
Yes, ma'am.
Will 20 come there? Will 20 come there or not?
Yes, ma'am. Come, ma'am.
Why come? So the basic thing, why I asked this is I just want to clarify that doubt. Okay. So the basic thing which you have to know is if the distance is between A and B, okay. Now I'll consider that this is the distance between A and B. There are 2 persons. Okay. One is like your class, you can take any 2 person. Naveen and who's the other person? Rohit. Naveen and Rohit are in their house, which is around 10 kilometers away from each other, right? They are 10 kilometers away from each other. Naveen's speed is 2 kilometers per hour. Don't say how it is. I don't want to go for that logic. Just I'm putting this. Okay. Both of them are having the same speed of 2 kilometers per hour and they are 10 kilometers away from each other. Naveen calls Rohit and says that I want to meet you today. And Rohit also accepts that. And he says, oh, we'll start. And they both start from their house and they try to meet. Where will they meet? Say both of them are starting at 9 a.m. Both of them are having a speed of 2 kilometers per hour. Where will they meet?
11:30, ma'am.
Where will they meet? I didn't
5 kilometers, ma'am.
5 kilometers. Exactly in the middle they'll meet. Okay. So exactly in the middle. Normally, when you apply this relative speed formula, the distance between them is 10 and the speed is 2 plus 2. Correct? Because they're moving in opposite direction. Both of them are moving in opposite direction. So 2 plus 2 is going to be 10 by 4 and that is nothing but 2.5 hours. So when they start at 9, 9 plus 2.5 is 11:30. They are going to meet here. Correct? You can also get like what Manoj did, you can do it in this way. Like 1 hour, he's going to travel 2 kilometers, another 1 hour, 2 kilometers, another half an hour, 1 kilometer. So 5 kilometers he covers. Same thing for the Rahul also. Rohit, sir. So this is the thing which you know that. So now I'll slightly change the problem. And now you tell me how they meet. What slight change is, they both discuss to meet each other. They both start, but the problem is Rohit starts only at 10 o'clock instead of 9. Whereas Naveen starts at 9 a.m. When will they meet now? Or where will they meet now? Will it be the same thing? Will you apply the same formula? 10 divided by 2 plus 2?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
No. What will you do then? So what is the correction to be done now? Some changes to be done. What is that change? Hello? I will do one thing. Yeah. Now you please answer, because when the camera was off, I didn't know. I thought it is open. You all are answering, but when the camera was on, you are not answering. Maybe I am so terror or something like that. Now please answer. Yes, ma. Anyone? Manoj, you can say.
Ma'am, first year will start 1 hour, ma'am.
Are you again going back to your method? Fine, that is correct, but I still want to see how we are going to use the formula here.
We can reduce the distance to 8 kilometers and time to both 10 a.m. ma'am.
Very good. That is, like the logic what he said is there you have understood. Everybody has understood that. The same logic you can use, go bring this to 10 and then after that calculate. Instead of that, one thing which you should remember is relative speed formula can be applied only for the same time. The same thing in the previous problem, you can see that Manoj calculated the same way. What did he do? He brought this person to 8. After that, he started doing the calculation. So in the formula also, we are going to do the same thing. You bring this person to 10. Why we have to bring it to 10? Because the other person is starting only at 10 o'clock. So you can't take this 9 a.m. here. So you need to consider this part. So what is the distance traveled by A, or Naveen for 1 hour, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m.? You would have traveled how much? How much you would have traveled in 9 a.m. from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m.?
2 kilometers.
2 kilometers. Because the speed is 2 kilometers per hour. So when the 2 kilometer goes, what is the balance you have here? 8, right? So now you have to apply the formula. 8 divided by 2 plus 2. So it's 2 hours. So they'll meet at after 2 hours, and that too you need to consider this time, not 9, because it's already, we have taken out from this. From 9, we made him travel till 10, and now only you're applying the formula. So this becomes your base time. So therefore, you have to have this 10 a.m. plus 2 hours is nothing but 12. At 12, they'll be meeting each other. Okay. Is that clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Then one more logic I have to explain here, that is, now I have given the same speed, so it was easy for you to calculate. Suppose the speed is different. If I say this person travels at 3 kilometers per hour speed. Now, if I consider both of them are starting at 9 a.m. Immediately, can you say where will they meet? When will they meet is very easy. Where will they meet? Distance. See, whenever you say inversely proportional, directly proportional, we keep one of them as constant, then we compare the other two. Like the previous one I said, when the distance is same, time and distance are inversely proportional to each other. And now you have to consider when the time is same, okay, distance and speed are directly proportional to each other. As the distance, the speed increases, the distance at the same time. Suppose I say 1 hour time you are taking, you make one person run from one place to the other place, and the distance covered is something d, and speed is s. If he increases his speed, the distance covered will be more for the same 1 hour. So distance and speed are directly proportional to each other. So what I can do is, you don't have to do any other thing other than this. When I say that the ratio of the speed is 2:3, distance also is the same ratio, 2:3. 2:3 is 5. This is a ratio box which I generally use. The total distance is 10. So the multiple is 2. The same 2 will come here, same 2 will come here. So this is 2, this is 6. Okay. This is 4, this is 6. So he would have covered only 4. This person would have covered 6. Okay. So this is another thing which is very, very simple. So whenever this is speed is given and you're given the total distance and they ask you where exactly they meet or what is the distance covered by both, you can directly go for the ratio of the speed and compare it accordingly with the distance, right? Any doubt in this? Hello? What is happening today? The class is so slow. No one wants to answer anything. Come back to this. So what is the correction to be done here? Definitely this cannot be 20. So what is this value? What are you supposed to do here? Hello? Hello? One of you at least answer. Tell me the answer. What are you supposed to do now? This person is starting at 8, right? Linda is starting at 8 a.m. So you have to bring Lisa to 8 a.m. As already he calculated 8 a.m., 1 hour get travel, 5 kilometers is covered. So what is the balance distance you have from here to here? There are total Yeah, total of 20 kilometers. When Lisa travels for 1 hour, Lisa's speed is 5 kilometers per hour. So she covers 5 kilometers, remaining is 15. And now the time is same. Both of them are starting exactly at 8 a.m. The distance between them is 15. So you can go for the formula here. So you can say 15 by 9. So what is 15 by 9? 5 by 3. What is 5 by 3? You take out the integer from this, the remaining will be 2 by 3. So this 1 hour and this 2 by 3, I'm going to convert this into minutes by multiplying into 60. So this is nothing but 40 minutes. So the time taken is 1 hour and 40 minutes. Okay. So this is using formula, relative speed formula. Otherwise, logically you can do it. But logically, sometime it may get stuck because the problem is complicated. Taking like every this one here 940 is an integer. Easily you're getting it. Suppose you have something like 37 minutes and say 45 seconds or 42 seconds, then it's going to be a little complicated. So in that case, you can go for this formula, right? Shall I move on to the next one? Hello. Niveda?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, is it clear? So why you people are not answering anything? Sangeeta Priya, Sadhana. Please answer. I just want to know. Like if you understood, okay, say yes. Otherwise, I'll try to explain again. Otherwise, I'll go ahead. Okay. Why nobody is answering? Hello.
Ma'am, I was following the method, ma'am. So it took time.
Okay. If you want more time to just go through that, you tell me. I'll go slowly. Otherwise, please answer at least. It's not that.
Okay.
Please.
Okay, ma'am.
I don't know whether you all are following this. Nitin Kumar. Nitin Kumar. Renuka Devi. Kindly answer the questions, whatever I'm asking. At least you say yes or no.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So is it clear now, whatever I have done?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So you don't want any more explanation, right? In case you have doubt, please ask me in the next class. If you want really some kind of a small explanation, just you can come 5 minutes before and I'll explain before we start the class. This one. This one is also very simple. And I want you to do by yourself. Like yesterday, one student said, I don't know, but finally he did it by himself. I want Venkata Karthik Reddy. Raju Venkata Karthik Reddy. Can you answer? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Venkata Karthik Reddy. Now you have to answer this question. Karthik, how do your friends call you? Venkata or Karthik?
Karthik, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Karthik, then you tell me now. What type of problem is this?
Mixtures, ma'am.
Mixtures. Good. In mixtures, like what are the things given? You write down this, then you'll get the answer easily. First thing is write down what is given. What is given here? Alloy 1 is
70
given.
kg of alloy.
Alloy 1 is given. First thing is
Is
alloy
mixed
1
with-
and
Yes, ma'am.
alloy 2.
Alloy 2.
What is alloy 1? Details given here.
70 kg.
70 kg. Alloy 2, what is given here?
20 kg.
20 kg. What is the next one given here? Next data. What is that given about this alloy 1? You have alloy means it's a mixture of 2 or 3 different component, right? So here what is given here? Alloy 1 has, hello?
Yes, ma'am.
What? Alloy 1 has,
3:4 ratio of copper and zinc.
what is given about alloy 1? What does it have?
Copper and zinc, ma'am.
Write on that first. Don't jump. I keep telling always whenever you read step by step, do step by step, you'll get the answer easily. Don't ever jump. So copper and zinc. How about alloy 2?
Zinc and tin.
Zinc and tin. Okay. And this copper and zinc, is it Karthik saying this? Karthik, what is the copper and zinc ratio?
Copper and 3:4, ma'am, in
Good.
alloy one.
And this one?
And zinc and tin in alloy 2:3 ratio.
Good. Okay. And now you are given the total weight and you are given the ratio, so it's easy to find out. So we'll apply the ratio form method which I was telling, right? What you do is, whatever the ratios are given, write down that. This is 3:4. Even if you're suppose you're given 3 components and they are giving 3 ratios, write down the 3 ratios, and the final column will be sum of the ratios. So what is sum of the ratios here? 7.
7, ma'am.
Okay. This is going to be the ratio column. The next will be multiple column. The next will be the quantity column. So is there any quantity given here? Nothing is mentioned. Here it's not mentioned, but the total quantity is mentioned here. How much is it? 70. Right. Total quantity is given as 70. So after writing this, find out what the multiple you put if you will get 70 here. 7 into what gives you 70? 10? That multiple is one thing which is going to be common for all the values. Any number of ratios you have, the multiple is going to be common. So what is this? 4 into 10 is how much? 40. And this is going to 30. So therefore, in this case, the quantity is nothing but 30 and 40. Now tell me for the next one now, what do you write here? The ratios given is?
2, 3.
And the total is?
5.
What are the quantities given here?
Quantity 20.
20. So what should be the multiple?
4.
4. So the 4 will come here and here also. Right. So what's the sum multiplication of these two?
8.
8 and
12.
12. Therefore, this weight is 8, this weight is 12. And now when you combine alloy 1 and alloy 2, you are combining both together, right? So you are mixing it. So what are the things you get here? Copper, zinc, and tin. So how much is copper?
30.
30. How much is zinc?
48.
Good. Because 40 there and 8 here. Then zinc is 12. So your answer is only this. This is not actually a mixture problem. This is very, very simple problem. Mixtures normally, you will not be given this values. And accordingly, that changes will happen. Okay. But ratio box is very useful. Kindly follow this. This is very, very simple. You write down the total here and you get the answer easily. See, I can just give you one small example. Suppose you have A is to B is to C is to D. Let me take one more. E. Say 2 is to 1 is to 4 is to 5 is to 3. Okay. And for me, like to make the simple problem, what I do is I'll give one of the quantity. I say that C quantity is going to be 24. Now tell me the other quantities, what are they? So how do you find this? What you do is just add all this. That's what I said. The total should be in the last one. So what is sum of all this? 5 plus 5, 10, 15. Isn't it 15? Hello?
Yes, ma'am. 15.
Okay. And you know that this quantity is given as 24. So what should be the multiple here?
6.
Okay. The 6 will come everywhere. Any one value is given, you can find the multiple. Therefore, the quantities here are 12. This is 6. This is going to be 30. This is going to be 18. And the overall total is nothing but 90. That's it. So in 1 minute, you can get all the answers. Given one of the value. Anything. If the total, like here in the previous problem, here we are given the total. So using this total, you have found out this. But here, the total is not given, but one of the value is given. Whatever it is, you have to just find the multiple and get the answer. Okay, this is ratio box. Fine. Shall I move on to the next one? Or still time is there, some 4 minutes. If possible, one more problem will do it. Shall I? Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Good. And this time, who is going to try? Any volunteer? Or shall I call? Sadhana. Sadhana and one more person. Sandhya. Just give me, I want you to help me in writing, that's all. I don't want you to answer the questions. I mean, don't have to give the complete thing. Sadhana and Sandhya. First thing what I should do is, this is a percentage problem. So any percentage problem, to make it easy, we always go for some assumption of the value. Normally for percentage, we go for 100 as a starting value. Okay. And in case there is a value involved in that, we don't take 100 as a direct value. We take it as 100x. Some kind of a variable should be there. So that will take care of it. Okay. This is a process I'm giving you. Any percentage problem, try to take total as 100. If there is a value involved in the problem, then take it in the form of some variable. So take it as 100x and then proceed the problem. And I can say that this is not the case for all the conditions, because why we are taking 100 is, if you take any percentage, what is 15% of 100? What's the value of 15% of 100? What is 15% of 100?
15.
What is 10% of 100?
10.
So it becomes easy. But in spite of telling all this, again when I ask some student, they sit and calculate. 5% of 100 is what? 5. Why we are taking this? Because 5% is 5 by 100 into 100. This and this will always get cancelled and you'll get 5. So that is one reason why we are taking 100 as a total, because it becomes easier for you to calculate. And another thing which you should know is, when you have something like 16.67%, 33.33%, 14.28%. So these are all the things which will not have denominator value which is multiple of 100. See, when I say any other values, 15%, you have denominator something like 15 by 100 is how much? In 5, this will go 3 by 20. 20 is a multiple of 100. Or 10% when you consider 10, 1 by 10. That 10 is again multiple of 100. So any value you consider when it is multiple of 100, so when you are multiplying, that gets cancelled there. Whereas here you have 1 by 6. This is 1 by 3. This is 1 by 7. So these values when you take, if you consider 100 as a starting value, when I say 16.67% of 100, so it's going to be a fraction, something like 16.67. Again, working with this fraction becomes tougher. Like 1 by 7 also when I consider is going to be tougher. So what we do here is, in order to avoid this decimal point in between, when I have the 16.67%, which is in fraction, it is 1 by 6, I will take the initial value as 60 or 600 or 30, anything multiple of 6. If you have 1 by 7, 14.28%, which is nothing but 1 by 7, I will take the initial value as 70 or 700 or anything multiple of 7. Anything multiple of 7. So that when I calculate this, what is 14.28% of 70, then I can directly say 1 by 7 of 70, which is nothing but 10. I still work with the integer, not with the fraction which I was explaining earlier. Okay. So this is a condition which you have to understand. Normally for most of the percentage problem, we will take 100 as the initial value and proceed, and that becomes easier for you. But whenever there is a values like the percentage, which is a very few percentages, not all, very few percentage you have this way, like where the denominator is not multiple of 100, like this 1 by 6 or 1 by 7 or 1 by 9 also. 1 by 9 is how much? 11.11%. So when 11.11% is given, it's 1 by 9. Whenever you come across this, immediately you take a value which is multiple of all that. Suppose you are given a problem in which you have 2%, 16.67%, and you have 14.28%. Something, I don't want to say where exactly, like here you're having 2%. There you're getting 2% in between. In the sentence it is given, irrespective of whatever the sentence is. This is 1 by 6, this is 1 by 7. So what I will do is, I will go for the LCM of these two, which is nothing but 42, product of these two. I will go for either 42 or 420 or anything. I will take this as a total because it should satisfy both 1/6 as well as 1/7. Is that clear? Any doubt in this? This is the first step I just wanted to explain. Hello? 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 Are you all there? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
So is it clear now, whatever I explained now?
Yes, ma'am.
Shall I do this or next class I'll do it? You all have to tell. If you want me to continue, I'll continue. Otherwise, I'll do it in the next class. Hello?
Complete this, ma'am.
Good. Okay, I'll complete this. Please listen, just another 10 minutes. Sadhana and Sandhya, tell me what you're supposed to take first.
Yes, ma'am.
What you're supposed to take now? Salary? What should-
Salary, his total deductions are 5%.
Wait. Salary. First, you have to assume something for the salary. What will you assume for the salary? Just
Ma'am,
now,
any variable or
I told you just now, right? What will you take for salary? Any percentage problem, what you're supposed to take as the initial value? 100 x. Why x? Because there is a number here. Any number available here, then immediately you have to consider in terms of x. Okay. So this is what I was saying. First, initially, what will you take for this? 100x.
100x.
Okay. And now, deduction. Read one by one. If the salary, they said, so I taken as 100x. Total deduction is 5%.
5%.
So what is the 5%? 5% of what is
5% of 100x.
How much is that?
5x.
Good. 5x, right? Because directly can write. You don't have to sit and work out all that. And now,
Yes, 30% on house rent.
Wait. You read the whole thing. Up to this, you are completed. Good. Okay. First, you are taken the salary, which is 100x. Then you are taken 5% as deduction. He spends 30% on paying house rent and remaining on his personal expenses of in-hand salary. What do you mean by this in-hand salary? What do you mean by in-hand salary?
Salary, which is left. Balance.
Balance out of? You salary 100x. His deduction is 5x. So in hand, what you are going to get is 95x.
95x.
So 95x is the salary which is going to get in his hand. So that is called in hand salary. And now you go through this. What is given here? He spends 30% on paying house rent and remaining on his personal. So there are two statements given together. So let us not consider this statement now. Leave this. Okay. We will see this later. Now you read only this. He spends 30% on paying house rent of in-hand salary. So what for he is spending this 30%?
House rent.
So that also only this one. Rent is paying. So rent, how much is paying? Now you leave this and read this. He spends 30% of in-hand salary.
In-hand salary. So 30% of 95x.
So 30% of 95x. Very good. Okay, fine. So now calculate this. You don't have to calculate also. We keep it as is. This is 3/10 into 95. Okay. 95 also we can cancel it easily. This is 2 and this is 19. Better we can calculate because it's easier only. 3 into 19 is 57. If you find it difficult, you can leave it. Otherwise, you calculate. 3 into 19, 19 is nothing but 57. 57 by 2 is how much? 28.5. See, this I just calculated because I felt it's very simple. If not, you can keep it as such and then start doing it. You don't have to sit and calculate. Write this number as such. Now that because it's easy, I just calculated 28.5x. What's the balance left out now?
His personal expense of enhancer.
I'm just asking only here. I didn't go to that sentence. In this, what is the balance left out? He is getting 95x as enhanced salary. He is first paying the rent of 928.5. So what's the balance left out? Minus. What do you have to subtract? 95 minus 28.5. What is it? 10 minus 5 is 5. 4 is there. 14 minus 8 is 6. 8 minus 2 is 6. So this is what is left out now.
Yes, ma'am.
The left out, what is he doing?
For is using for personal expense.
Good. So the left out is what is the remaining on his personal expense. So left out is nothing but his personal expense, right? So now you can just calculate that. Personal expense is nothing but 66.5x. And what is the next sentence says? If he spends 66, what do you mean by that? On his personal expense. If he spends 6650 on his personal expense, that means whatever you calculated now, this is a personal expense.
Yes, ma'am.
And that is what is it's mentioned here. That is what he's spending is nothing but 6650. 6650. Right.
Yes,
Now
ma'am.
it's clear. That's all. Because whenever you're taking this in terms of x, you need to keep calculating why I said we are taking in terms of x only when there is a value involved. If there is no value, you can take 100 and keep doing it. And finally, you land up in some percentage and that would be the question. But here, when they are giving some number, that means you can relate it in terms of x to that and find the value of x. That's why I said keep it in the form of x. And finally, you're coming to this point, expense which you have calculated as 66.5x. And in the problem, they have mentioned that he spends 6,650. So they both are equal. So what is x equal to?
100.
100. So what is the question asked?
What is his
enhanced salary? So 95 into 100. So 9500 is the answer. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Simple, right? Only thing is, when you're taking these values, you have to be very careful, like which one to be taken as a reference. That is very important. That's why I keep saying always break the sentence into small part and read it carefully, and accordingly you apply the value. So from here, you cannot jump to 30 or jump to this one. So read one by one, and here also like they have combined two sentences. So break it into one sentence. First, you read 30% of the enhanced salary and then the balance separately. Okay, that's it. For any percentage problem, that you want to be very careful in reading the sentence. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Today, next class will be age problem. That's very simple. Then you have five senses. Then, if possible, kindly go through that and come. And then you have again percentage problem, average problem. Okay. Most probably, we'll try to finish these in the next class, and we'll start with the reasoning part. Okay. See you all then. Thank you so much. Good. Compared to last class, this class, good interaction. Good. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
And once again, I want to inform you all, please put your registration number, and the college is going to reopen from July 1st. Of course, you are not coming to college. It will be online classes. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
You are all aware of this or not?
No, ma'am.
Okay, the July 1st is starting. All your next semester classes will be starting from July 1st. See you all. Did anyone see how many total students were there in this? I forgot to see that. Okay, then. I have to start the next class. Thank you so much. It was a good session today.
Thank you, ma'am.